Yeah, yo, man. I woke up early this morning to check out the lunar eclipse. Man, the sights of it were very, very beautiful. Um, I couldn't capture pictures myself because my lens, is not the best of lenses. But that'll get sorted, right? But you know what? I even watched the live feed. There's a gentleman out in the US, if I'm not mistaken. He had a live feed, with the big telescopes, whatever, all the equipment, and he was showing like different sides of the moon in this, right? And like the beautiful side of the eclipse. You know what I mean? And the live chat also was very very cool. A lot of people came on there, and they saying the same thing. Lunar eclipse is happening again next year. And he said he wanted he asked on the live chat like if he should come through to Africa to come and see it from this side, man. I thought that was very very cool. You know what I mean? So it got me thinking as well, bro. I was like, I was just wondering like how many people were actually up to see that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't do my social media run as I usually do in the morning because I woke up very early and afterwards I just slept after 6, right? Um, yeah, but I was like, bro, even when I remember about it, having to ask, like, I'm just wondering how many people woke up to catch the lunar eclipse, right? I'm just wondering, bro. Like, the interest, the level of interest in these kind of things. I also spoke about this on a previous video. I was wondering, like, even kids, like, having to get kids interested in things like this, bro. Like, are we really like intentional about influencing such, bro? Because I remember even myself, bro, like when I was in high school, this place over here, there was a trip, school excursion, um, to go to the planetarium, right? And unfortunately, I couldn't go, though I really, really wanted to go. I just can't remember the circumstances surrounding why I didn't, excuse me, why I didn't get to go, right? But nonetheless, people did go, and the guys that did go at school, when they came back, they really told us about the experience that they had, right? So I'm like, are the kids, bro? Are you as an adult, right, trying to influence kids to get interested in things like this so that having to have a different perspective on life and on things, be influenced by things like that, bro? Because like imagine this, imagine if a whole lot of kids were woken up today at about like past 4, just to check the lunar eclipse, and let them know the significance and the importance of astronomy, bro, and how it really affects us as a people, as and the whole a whole lot of things surrounding astrology. And if we don't really know a lot about it, then we try to learn, together in that way, bro. I remember even when we were growing up, bro, we would wake up for things like fireworks for Christmas and New Year's, bro. I don't know how that culture is right now. I just know there's two big teams, three big teams in the country, bro. When they win, bro, there's like an uproar in the country, bro. You'd swear that we're winning with the team. You'd swear that that World Cup, or not the World Cup, sorry, you'd swear like that, cup or the championship or whatever the case is that the team wins, we win it with. And sometimes it's not even a cup win or whatever the case is, bro. Like the country, bro, stand still, bro, because the soccer team won, bro, or a rugby team won, bro. Hey, and we'd have things hanging back of our cars and things like that, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like there's even people, bro, that even have like cutlery in the house, curtains, whatever have you there, bro. Painted and branded with their favorite soccer team and these things, bro. But I mean, things like this, I'm just here wondering, bro. We all won't like the same things. I'm not saying we all like the same things, whatever the case is, but I'm just saying, bro. Imagine if a generation of kids today woken up to see the lunar eclipse, bro. Hey, but all these other things we can, take videos and put whatever that we put there, bro, and have them like do things there, bro. I saw like this other video, bro, where there was a young kid, bro, like doing like some nice things on top of a table. And this was like at a nursery school. I think this was just after the December holidays, bro, in January. And I was like, yo, bro, if you were saying this is a reflection of how your holidays were, bro, what's the reflection of how the bring up is? How's the reflection of the bring up, bro? And don't even talk about like the reading aspect when it comes to like a whole lot of other people that don't even go to, or blame the education system in South Africa, bro. Hey, but it's like we've got time and for these other things, bro, and we make take effort in these different kind of things, bro. I was having a conversation with another dude the other day, and he was like, "Did you know that there's like telescopes out in, I don't know if he said like the Western Cape or Northern Cape or something like that, bro?" And like we were watching like this series or this movie or what have you over there, bro. And I was like, I think I've seen this somewhat, somewhere, somehow, bro. But I'm saying like, how isn't this first-hand knowledge? How isn't this like general knowledge? How isn't this the kind of conversations that we're having? We should be arguing over things like that, bro. Arguing over satellites and what have you over there. Things that really see us being innovative in spaces like this, my dude. Hey, not for us to be told. How are we not like participants in all this? And I don't know, how are we also not making things like this very appealing to the younger generation, bro? The only thing that I seem to see that we are making appealing, bro, is scrolling on the cell phone, TikTok, and making all of these other things, bro. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with social media or creating content or what have you, but that definitely can't be the only thing that we can do, bro. We can use the social media space to advance ourselves as a people, bro. No, I was really disappointed, bro. Even on the live that I'm telling you that I was watching, bro, I saw it was like 4K, 4.5K people watching, bro. But check the rubbish that you get people watching and the views on that rubbish, bro. People like they go out of their way to support rubbish, bro. But good things that have substance, things that like have like some sort of significance and give you a sense of enlightenment in your life. It seems like, and this is the other reason that these corporates and these people in the entertainment industry are giving, this is their scapegoat now. They're saying when we put out proper content and content that seems to educate, people aren't really interested. But when you put on the rubbish and all of these other things, sensationalism and all of these controversial other things that don't really, matter in this world that we're living in, they support it, bro. So how are we becoming willing participants in, the downfall of our people and what it means to be a people, bro? This cannot be. This cannot be. I was very, very disappointed in the people, even on social media, the people that spoke about the lunar eclipse. Less people, bro. But hey, talk about something else. Things that don't really have sense.